the show that will leave you, spellbound. Coming up today, we have a sad documentary about a werewolf, the news and weather, traitors, and a great trip around Harry Potter world. But right now, we're going to show you a brilliant book report.
Hello, my name is Boris Beeswax, and you are watching Spellbound, the most enchanting fantasy book review show on the air at the minute. Right, so today we have The Dragon of Hanya by Abby over here, and we're going to be looking at some of the details and taking some questions from the audience. So, let me start off by asking, how are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
That's good. How long have you been writing this book?
It took me about a year to write that one, and I'm on my second one at the moment, so that's good.
Oh, very exciting. Is it going to be 2 books, 3 books?
There's going to be 3 in the series at the moment, yeah.
Very nice. Could you give us a sort of short synopsis, maybe dodging spoilers if possible?
So it's basically about these 2 kids who end up in a different dimension, and they have basically a task they have to complete. So yeah.
Would that task happen to have something to do with dragons?
Yes, actually.
That's good. So, I think we should take our first questions from the audience. Raise your hand if you have a question. Yes, you.
What were your ideas for your book?
I did have loads of different drafts that I did, and loads of different plans, and it took me ages to get the perfect one, but it did start off with the main idea that most things were completely different.
Very good. Now, I can see a map in one of these first pages, and I must ask, what area does most of the book take place in, or is it sort of everywhere?
Well, it does happen quite across the map, so it starts in the top right corner and ends in the top left corner, but there is quite a range where they go, so yeah.
That's really cool. It's like an adventure. I love adventures. Oh, another question from the audience. You there?
Why was the main character put in care
in the book?
It doesn't spoil it because it was mentioned in the first few chapters, but her parents mysteriously disappeared on one of their, because they were explorers, on one of their adventures, so.
Who would you say is your favourite character, without spoiling too much?
Oh, probably Trinity. She's introduced later into the book, but she is in the second and third one as well, so yeah, definitely her.
That's good. Trinity's quite a cool name. I'm guessing she's from the actual sort of fantasy world rather than...
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Any other questions? Raise your hand if you've got a question.
When was it made?
I started writing it in lockdown, the early start of lockdown, and obviously it took me a year to write, but also it was edited and it took a while to be published as well, so.
It was sort of a COVID project then?
Yeah, it was.
Was it dedicated to anybody?
Yes, in the front cover it does say it's dedicated to Rebecca, who's my little sister, and I did write it in time to give it to her for her birthday.
Aww. That's really lovely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's really nice.
Thank you.
Right, unfortunately that seems to be all we've got time for at the minute, so I just wanted to say thank you so much. This book looks really wonderful, really enticing, and I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to have a quick look. I haven't read enough to give a proper score, but it looks very hopeful. I really recommend it.
That's a bewitching tale. I want to read that. Wait, that's actually quite hypnotic. Well, it's time to hypnotise people in thinking that you're not a traitor in traitors.
Hello and welcome to the Traitors Castle. You are all here to win a lot of Haribo sweets. But you have to complete tasks and quests to earn those sweets to put into your prize fund. But hidden among you is a traitor who is also trying to get the sweets. By the end of the game, if this traitor is still here and you haven't voted them out and banished them, they get all the sweets and you get nothing. If the traitor is gone, you will get the sweets between you. Oh, and one more thing, the traitor will murder at night. So, good luck with that.
I am Sahara, and I think I'd be a good traitor because I can easily keep secrets without letting anybody know.
My name's Abby, and I think I would be a good traitor because I wouldn't let anyone know if I was.
My name is Leo, and I think I'd be a good traitor because traitors have a strategy on how they would be a traitor.
I'm Bella. As much as everyone is saying that they would be a good traitor, I don't think I would even be a good traitor because if I was a traitor, I would just laugh. If someone pointed at me and was like, "Oh, you're a traitor," I would just laugh.
Isn't that what a traitor would say?
Maybe.
It is now time to choose the traitor. Everybody please close your eyes. No blinking.
We now know who the traitor is, but before the traitor can get to work, they have a team challenge to complete.
So I walked into the escape room, and the first thing I noticed was there was this big board game thing, and there were a ton of very confusing puzzles.
Ancient Egypt. May I begin to extract some of the things?
To begin your journey, travel alongside the sun god Ra on his solar barking sunboat through the underworld. Here you will be faced with serpents, fire-spitting dragons, and knife-wielding demons who guard the 7 gates through. H T W R.
It sounded not as hard at first, but I went a bit crazy. But it was harder than I thought. I saw a really hard puzzle-solving room.
I found a word. It says Horus.
Ooh!
To start off with, it looked pretty hard, but once we'd got a few done, it seemed like we were actually getting somewhere.
7, 8, 9, 10, 40.
Oh, not do not turn.
Basically.
We haven't completed many puzzles, and I'm worrying the time is going to run out because we still have a lot left.
With me and Leo.
I was starting to go insane, if I'm honest. So I've put all of the answers to the
puzzles so far down, and we've written them into this sheet.
Can you see the letters?
There's literally like 5 minutes left, and there's one puzzle to go. I really hope we can make it.
I'm just going to do one.
His arms up.
He's got his arms like that.
N.
We've only got a few minutes left, and this last puzzle seems pretty hard, but I'm hoping we can do it in time.
Kings is the word!
Kings!
Kings! Hear my words, O mighty Osiris. I speak to he who guards the gates. Do not turn king.
King, something. Do we have the card?
Do not turn King Brahman away from paradise. Hear my words, O mighty one.
And you have done it!
The first challenge may be completed, but it doesn't mean the traitor's going to rest. The first murder is commencing. Poor Josh, he was so valuable to the team. But the traitors had to do what they have to do. Let's see if the traitor will get away with it, or the faithfuls prevail. Welcome to your first round table. Now, as you can see, we have lost Josh last night. The traitors have murdered him. Now it's your turn to decide who is suspicious and who you think is the traitor. Who would like to start?
I have a theory, and you better not say it's crazy. You never know. It might be true,
But it's not.
you never know. Okay, so when we were picking, back to my second theory. So when we were picking for traitor,
Yes.
I heard them stop at Leo's chair. Maybe they picked him. You never know.
Bella's conspiracy theories are just up the wall, and that's being really weird, because why would you make such odd theories?
I agree with her, Sahara. She does have a point, but nobody really knows who the traitor would be. Bella and Sahara. Sahara has she has a tiny bit of murder in her. Probably Bella has a tiny bit more. That's just my honest opinion, but Sahara does have a point, so that's why I have to agree with her on that.
Does everyone else agree?
Yeah.
The time to talk is over. Please write who you think is the traitor on the piece of card. Okay, we're going to start with Leo. Leo, who do you think is the traitor and why?
Bella, because her conspiracy theories, Sahara does have a point on that.
I have voted for Leo because I, early on, formed an alliance with him so that I could, because everyone was suspecting him from the start, so I formed an alliance with him so that I could really see how he would behave, and I've just decided that I think it's Leo.
Bella, who do you think the traitor is and why?
Honestly, going back to my theories, right? It's Leo. my circle theory has to be right. Why would the person picking it stop at Leo?
That's 2 votes for Leo, 1 for Bella. Jasper, who do you think the traitor is and why?
Bella.
Okay, that's 2 for Bella and 2 for Leo. Zahara, it was all down to you. Who do you think the traitor is and why?
So, Bella, your conspiracy theories just drive me up the wall. It's like it's like your mind is like, it's just new words. But since we both agree on Leo, sorry.
Leo, he's doing the outfit. You have received the most votes. Leo, you have received the most votes. Please reveal if you are a faithful or a traitor.
It's been an interesting time on this Traitor's Guide. I've had some fun, but I don't agree with the people who've accused me. So the truth is, I am... I am a traitor.
Faithfuls, you've certainly got it right. Poor Leo has been banished from the castle in the first found table. These faithfuls are very sharp, but there will always be a traitor in the castle.
Wow, that was an unexpected turn. Now, earlier in the year, I went to Harry Potter World, so let's go check that out. I'm at Harry Potter World! Earlier this year, I went to Harry Potter World in Universal Studios. And I've always been a big fan of Harry Potter because I like the magical features. So when I went there, it was quite nice and everything and like welcoming. There was lots and lots of stands and everything about the Yule Ball and how the doors opened, and you could see some of the celebrities on the big screen like talking to you, like video chat, and there was lots of Slytherin things like the Dark Lord, and I remember there was one prompt where there was a lady floating in the air from one of the scenes with Voldemort and Nagini the snake. It was quite, how do you describe it, magical, because considering my love for Harry Potter, it just felt really nice. So it's really nice, and you should, when you get there, you should wait for your tour. You should get a hot chocolate at the bar. You should hang your coat up, and you should get the earplugs that let you listen to it. That's the thing. Probably platform 9 3/4 or the gift shop. I would recommend it, definitely. Like, if you're a big Harry Potter fan, then yeah, but if you haven't really seen it before, I'd say watch at least the first, like, 3 or 4 movies, then it will make a bit more sense. Got my Potter here.
Well, that looked fun, but what we are going to talk about, or show, isn't as fun. I mean, for them at least. This is a sad, werewolf documentary. On to the show.
My name is Alfred Moon. I am a werewolf.
In one word, how would you describe the werewolf experience?
Misunderstood. A lot of people think I'm a scary monster, but actually I'm vegetarian, so
What do you actually eat?
salad.
Salad?
Yeah.
I live in a log cabin in the woods. It was actually my father's before me. Really nice. I'm a painter.
Painter?
Yeah. I mostly paint the surroundings outside my house.
Modern art or a more classical style, would you say?
Probably more modern.
What do you have in the way of friends?
Do you want to get a steak?
Through the heart! Never! Not on my life! Or on death.
Okay, what about Italian?
Are you trying to poison us?
No.
Too much garlic.
Oh, well, I have some friends, but they really suck the life out of me.
Would you rather be human or werewolf?
Well, I asked that question to myself quite a lot. Sometimes, yes, but I think I am quite happy with who I am. Just sometimes I wish I could be human so I could actually buy a hairbrush.
They don't let you into the hairbrush store.
No, as you can see. Also, they don't sell hand cream to werewolves.
What do you hope for the future?
That I can be accepted into society.
Absolutely. I must say I feel very deep sympathy with what you're going through. And I just wanted to say, I really hope that in the future society looks much more kindly upon the more furry among us.
Thank you.
Wow, that was hard to watch. Unfortunately, our time wanes, so we will have to move on to the news and weather. Onto the live studio to have a look at that.
Hello there and welcome to the news with Luna Newsgood. The Wings of Power restaurant has been robbed in downtown Riverdale. The suspect has been identified as a 25-year-old goblin named Mo Dwin. The suspect stole silver and 7 litres of barbecue sauce. Oh, what's this? This is Justin. He's been caught drinking the barbecue sauce. And next, at the scene of a horrible murder, our reporter, Bellatrix Bumble.
Thank you, Luna. Yes, here we are. Ice Cold Caster, come back from the dead, as there has been no luck for Cold Cassidy's case. However, we have received special permission to see her one last time. Here she is, brutally murdered by hypothermia. How sad for this young woman. Look at her, she's so dead. So dead. Hey! Did you wake me up? What are you doing here? I was just trying to take a nap!
You think that's bad? Well, a group of ravenous vampires have committed an armed robbery against a blood bank in the city of Unicornia. It was very fortunate that the canteen was serving garlic bread that day, as they were able to beat the vampires off by using an entire bag of baguettes as swords. Over to Harriet with the weather.
As you can see today, we haven't been very lucky. Serious black clouds will sliver in about midday, making Wizard's Wind serving a bit too tricky. The strange weather, I'm sure you can agree. But on Tuesday we can expect sunny spells and calm seas, though I highly advise you to fly to Mordor on Wednesday. Merlin's hat, the clouds and storms shall not let you pass. This is Harriet Potts with the weather.
Thank you for listening. Wait, breaking news. A dragon has been sighted in